start it off, man. This is Let Me Land Zoom, man. I got a well-known guest. He's been on the show a bazillion times, man. Still in the music business from New York. Good friend of mine, man. Worked with everybody from Jodeci, everybody in the game. I'm saying this because what we're going to be talking about, it'll make it relevant for him to expound on what he's saying about what we're talking. We got some hot topics today. We finna land on the Fido. I got my guest Fido in the house. Fido.
What up? What up? My boy, Boo Kapone, Bugatti.
Hey.
Boo have.
It's always a treat when players meet.
Yep, exactly.
But it's some trending topics. I want to get into this one first.
Okay.
Bandana the Ragg. We was waiting on Bandana the Ragg, but
okay.
He don't know how to do the link. I saw all you gotta do is snap on the link. But we got Fido. Just to give people abreast of your background. You were signed to Def Jam. You work so the fans when they see this, they don't think we just some regular ass niggas.
Yeah, I just came out of a, like you just dialed me up and just said, hey, let me just call my friend.
Yeah. We do got some validity to speak. And plus, the topic we're speaking on, we actually know the people. We just not speaking on people that we don't know. We actually, relationship, we know, work with these people, been knowing them for years. Yeah, man, it was been a lot of stuff in the media, man. I like to, let me land. I don't come at it maliciously. Some things that I leave alone. Some things, I break it and people jump on it. And, I wanted my podcast to be really fun and we talk shit and bag and let me land, talk pimp talk, all the media shit that be going on. I don't really, that shit be loserism to me. I can't be on everything. But I do want to talk about this topic. A both neutral friend of ours, Sir Jinx. Shout out Jinx. Sir Jinx, man.
Jinxie.
Jinxie Winxie. Okay, I think we got Bandana the Ragg coming in, but Sir Beetlejuice Jinx. Sir Beetlejuice. Don't he look like Beetlejuice?
Yep, exactly. We were just talking about that, weren't we?
Bandana, you in?
What's up, man? I'm in, homie.
We got the homeboy. Let me introduce Bandana, one of the other guests on the Let Me Land podcast TV. We got my boy fresh out of Compton. Bandana the Ragg, been in the music game a long time, worked with everybody. I'm gonna let him, tell his accolades, but yeah, man, clap it up for my guy, Bandana the Ragg.
Say that. Appreciate you.
Let's go. Let the people know.
Oh yeah, man. I'm Bandana the Ragg, man. Owner of Gasoline TV, the reliable source, man.
TV,
yeah, man. Before that, I was on a Made in America movie with Baron Davis, Crips and Bloods. I was signed to Black Market Records. I was signed to Pyrex Records back in the day. So I got a lot of Bay Area love going on because I was down there with them for a minute. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I knew Mozzie when he was 13. He was a kid rapping for GP the Beast, man. So I've been down there.
Mozzie blew it. Mozzie dope.
Yeah. I tripped off that, man. Out of Oak Park. He was 13 rapping around us, man, when I was going out there for my deal. And his uncle was Sonny B. He always kept telling me, Lil Tim, man, he's going to be something. His uncle believed in him. So
Lil Tim, that's his name, Lil Tim.
Yeah, if it's anybody, Sonny B, blow you up promotion. His uncle pushed him to do that studio.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because he always believed. He kept on saying, that's Lil Tim, man. You got to do something with Lil Tim. So, he seen something in him. And, me seeing him today, it just tripped me out. Just let you know the dreams come true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's real true. Because Mozzie, like my thing with Sacramento, let me land. My thing with Sacramento, I know my nigga, Vern, Big Vern out there from Oak Park, and then my other homie, rest in peace, he was signed to the label for the Priority. We was signed with my nigga
Homicide.
Homicide.
That's my nigga. Yeah.
He's
get in and get out.
Shit off. Him and Sebo, Lurch. I mean, brother,
Brother Lynch Hunt.
Brother Lynch Hunt. They was all on Priority Records.
Yeah,
I remember. We was signed with Mac 10.
Yeah. Hey, y'all did y'all thing, man. Hey, when y'all, man, listen, homie. that album Mac 10 came on the recipe and had all y'all niggas on there, man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas was pushing. I like that movie. I just hate that he stopped. Why did he stop?
Politics, man. You know, it was all politics and shit. Him and Cube got into it. And you know, Mac is a hustler.
Yeah.
When he figured out that the music was changing and you know the West Coast was kind of, you know, when Pac got killed, Biggie got killed, and
yeah, oh yeah,
the music started changing, and him and Cube kind of clashed. Yeah. He knew, man, he was on to something else. Then he started promoting, you know what I'm saying, and made a lot of money in promoting. R. Kelly promoted a bunch of concerts. So Mac always thinking for the next move. He ain't gonna just, you know, if it ain't about money.
He ain't fucking. I got you. Well, that movie, I'm gonna tell you, man, you need to do a Thick of the Water Part 2, or you need to do that, man, because man, that movie it's a West Coast classic, man. And the way y'all did it, and all y'all are still here to do Part 2, so it's money to be made, man. Get that shit.
It is money to be made, but I think Lionsgate got their hands in it because it went through Lionsgate. So that was the thing. That's what we're gonna talk. If you didn't, we was gonna expound on the topic that we're gonna be talking some topics. And my homeboy Fido. If you don't know Fido for a long time. He was signed to Def Jam Music.
Gotcha.
He produced. Fido, talk about tell you know, explain a little bit.
Yeah. Why I was in the studio, and then next thing you know, Devontae jumped in my thing and said, "Yo, you're gonna roll with me." And next thing you know, I was like, "Nah, I got my own thing going." I'm like signed everything, you know. And then I got into some politics with the label, and I wasn't going the way that their route wanted. And next thing you know, I ended up going with Devontae for like 32 years with Jodeci.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
With Jodeci.
And then I found Flow Rider. I got him out. A lot of people miss C. Timberland. They were all around the camp with me, you know. So, and then I remember Usher too. He was the label sent Usher to Devontae to get swag. Yeah, and then Puffy did his first music video with them that Devontae did the track for.
Okay.
And then I was at the studio. I was at the studio when Devontae did Bring the Pain with Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah, Fido been around, man.
Yeah, he been in some stuff, man. That's big.
Yeah, stuff, man. He used to discover Flow Rider.
Bad that I used to get confused when I went to the labels. When I went to go see my godbrother and my cousin was Charlie Murata, which K Solo is my godbrother. And
K Solo.
Yeah, with EPMD. So that's who really brought me in was my cousin. And my brother was a DJ. So he started producing after my cousin Charlie got him into it instead of scratching. Hold on, let me see what's going on in my studio. What's up?
Yeah, Fido, he builds studios too, Bandana.
Oh, he build them? Yeah, hey, look, I got somebody that need one built too, so I'm glad
I built Nipsey Hussle studio.
He built Nipsey. Rest in peace to Nipsey.
Say that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got somebody.
No, go ahead.
I got somebody that need their studio built, man.
Yeah, well,
my family, man, got a studio, man. They started a Town Boy Entertainment, man, and he finna build a studio, man. So I'm definitely gonna
I'll show you what my vocal booth looks like. Hold on.
And back there on the show, the keyword, if you want to come in, just say, "Let me land."
Let me land. I got you. That's that Boo Kapone. I got you.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you my artist right now in my booth. Yo,
Firebomb.
So check it out.
Oh my guy, what up, big dog?
What's up with you?
Nice to meet you.
Salute to you. Nice to meet you, homie. Nice to meet you.
This is my booth right here. It's F-Bomb Studio.
Gotta get out to New York.
Man, we gotta get out there.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to get down there.
Look, see, I got the shit all hooked up. Even in the booth, I got a monitor so they can see what's going on, and then put up they can put up their lyrics on their phone or whatever.
Got you.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I mean?
Got
And then
you.
I got a
That's
little
dope.
seat right here so they can sit down and relax.
Turn them on.
Look, so it's right here. There it is.
Got
See
some pornos playing?
You can sit down and then put the headphones on and then like say, okay, I didn't like that take, and then get up and then be on the mic.
Damn,
Hey, you know
that's
what?
dope.
Hey, let me land. You know what my nigga sounds? My nigga Binky Mac. Binky Mac used to have pornos in the studio playing. He said Q told him that would back to rappers and shit. He always had pornos. All day in the studio, we watching pornos.
And this is the main control room right here. Let me land.
Nice.
That shit look
We're
hard.
gonna go down and do our album. That album.
Yeah, you know,
That's
we can go
like-
down there. We can go down there. We can definitely go down there.
Yeah, so it's
let's go.
my home studio.
On the one.
That's hot.
That's hot.
So-
man. You did.
When we talking about the topic of the day, we're gonna touch on this topic, and I'm gonna expound, and I'm gonna throw it to anybody want to speak on it. Friends of ours, you know, I don't been knowing Jinx. I've been knowing Jinx Cube. Fido got a funny story with me and Cube at the Rock the Bell.
Yeah.
But what's going on now? It's been on TMZ. I wanted to speak on it. I talked to Jinx. I talked to Pocket Black. Jinx is suing Cube.
Damn.
Yeah, for back royalties, back pay.
Oh shit.
And he didn't get just on the pay side. So it's been on TMZ. So I feel like I can speak on it. Just give my perspective, you know what I'm saying? On what's going on, because I've been knowing them dudes for years. My perspective is, and I'm gonna take it way back, because a lot of people speaking of them, they don't really know the backstories. Cube and Jinx grew up together.
Okay.
You feel me? If you listen to Cube records, I see Jinx on Ruth Ellen. You know what I'm saying? They all grew up. Jinx went to Washington. They grew up. We went to school with my sister. She went to Washington. Cube went to Tab, but they all grew up together.
Gotcha.
So they was in a group that, if anybody didn't know, was called. And Jinx was supposed to be on the show, but I don't know where he at. But they went to they had a group called CIA.
Got you.
That's right. Cube say, "Hell to the," well, Easy said, "Hell to my niggas from CIA." That was Sir Jinx, Cube, KD, my nigga KD, baby.
Yeah, KD, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they've been knowing each other since they was little. T-Bone, and then you know, so Jinx and Cube been knowing each other. So Jinx was the producer, Cube was rapping, but people don't know that if it wasn't for Jinx, really, it wouldn't be no NWA. I'm not saying, like, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say Jinx is the one. Jinx and Dr. Dre are first cousins.
Oh shit. Okay.
First cousins. If you watch the movie Straight Outta Compton, they tell you right there. When Dre got kicked out of his house, he went to go stay with Jinx. That was Jinx.
You're right.
Mama.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Got you.
So Jinx introduced Cube to Dre, and it just happened. Melodically, it happened. The group came, Eazy-E came, and it happened. Because if you listen to Eazy-E in the movie, that great movie, Straight Outta Compton, what did he tell Cube? He said, "Cube, you want to spend the rest of your life with Sir Jinx in the backyard boogie game?"
Hey, he did say that. He did say that. He
Yeah,
did
you
say
want to
that.
waste your life with Jinx in the backyard boogie game? Because remember,
Yeah, he
Cube
did
was
say
like, "I can't do it. Jinx go trip. I'm in a group. I can't
Yeah,
do the
he
song.
did.
I'm in the group."
Yeah.
And then Easy said, "You wanna waste your life with Jinx in the backyard boogie band?" And then he said, "Won't you do it, Easy?" And then Easy did it, and the rest is history.
Got you.
So doing a backstory on that is Cube and Jinx came up together. You know, Jinx produced a lot of, because when NWA broke up or whatever, when Cube left the group, who did he start? He started the Lynch Mob with Sir Jinx, JD, T-Bone, rest in peace to Shorty, Jerome, you know, KD. And They start going at it. So people don't know that Jinx is Dre's first cousin.
Damn.
And Jinx was doing them beats. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, so to bring the story up, now in 2021, and they both my homeboys. I got love for both of them. Jinx is suing Cube. My perspective, I think it's a money move. I think Jinx didn't get his just due, but Jinx got to understand something. A lot of those beats were samples.
Yeah,
oh shit! Yeah.
And they had to get sample clearance, so they had to pay for them.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right.
Somebody's Fido.
What'd you say?
Got to be people about the samples. You got to clear those samples.
Yeah. Because if you don't, because then then they take your records off the they'll take them off, so you can't even sell them no more unless they get their money. Because like bands did that, other bands, and people paid for that, and then they take away their money. You know what I mean? And then like when Flav put out an album, a solo project, I think it was 2008 or something like that, and he didn't. We kept on telling him, you need to get sample clearance. He started selling his records and started moving, and then they took him off because he didn't pay the setup.
Right on. You talking about Flavor Flav, right?
Yep.
Flav.
Yep. Okay. Flavor Flav. He did the same thing. He didn't want to listen to us saying you got to make sure that their samples are cleared, you know. And then they take you right off the shelf, and then that's it. That record's dead. You know. And then if they didn't get the sample clearances, like Cube didn't get the sample clearances, then those records would be dead, and he wouldn't be making other records with other people.
Yeah,
that's so.
You know what I mean? So basically, he helped him to make money. Cube made him to have money, because if Cube didn't put him down to make tracks, then all these other groups like that he did, and you know, like he did some stuff in New York City with a couple of people I knew, you know.
He did. What's his name? Let me land. Not to cut you off. Let me land though. I want to, before I forget, he did Coogee Rap's whole album.
Yeah.
Hill Street Jinx did the whole album. If you see the Hill Street Blues, Jinx is playing dominoes in the video. Yeah.
And he did his Rose to Riches beat.
Yeah, Rose to Riches. Yep. He did the whole record.
Yeah.
Let me land one time, Boo Kapone, man.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
What I think is, man, you know, by you knowing them dudes, man, maybe you might be a missing key that can make make it make sense, man. You know what I mean? And when you start something with somebody, man, you already friends, and it's a dream. So you guys share a dream together, and you get successful. And you know, even though things can transpire, and like Jinx might
went different ways, like you say.
Yeah,
it went different ways, but you still come back.
You still can come back at the round table. That way, you don't get a media all of this BS that they're gonna run with it the wrong way, and especially when it's icons and popular artists, they're gonna run with these stories. So I think a good thing would be if maybe Boo Kapone, if you can get them at a table together and make some sense out of it, you know.
Yep. Bring them to the
Jinx,
table.
that's like talking metaphysics to a wino.
Yep. Oh wait, I got stories about that. No, but the thing is, you know, like he doesn't, you know, like maybe he might be mad at Cube because he didn't answer his phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be something stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jinx let me land. Jinx going for the money, but see, with Cube and the Sir Jinx thing, it's like you were saying, Fido, Cube probably had to pay out a lot for them samples.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jinx, as producers, like you can ask Binky Mac or Pockets or Rashad or Payback. These are my producer friends. Rick, it comes out of your check.
Yeah, it does.
Samples.
Oh, just to let you know,
comes out of your check.
Let me land for a second. Let me have
royalties.
Let me land for a second. You know, Payback did a track on Flav's album, and that was the one that the sample clearance didn't get cleared.
Damn.
And so Quay didn't want to pay the money to get it cleared. So that's why his shit got pulled off the shelf. That's why Payback would know too.
Oh,
Payback,
okay.
They called Payback and got him on his show, but he shout out to Payback, man. Clint Sands.
Yeah, Payback's a dope ass producer. I'm not
30 years.
He did that
dope
song Platinum with.
He played the bass on all Cube shit. He played the bass like a motherfucker. I remember when he was playing, man, when we was on 76 and Crenshaw at Binky Max and Payback coming in and play that bass, man, before he was doing his first beat he ever did was for Straight G. That was signed with Tough Break Records. It was DJ Quick's little partner, and it was a song with Barry White, Shadow of a G. That was Payback's first introduction in getting beats, that got published. So he would definitely know. I wish I would have got him on his show, man. But he's in Vegas. Shout out to Payback. We'll get him. But like he was saying, though, like he was saying, man, shout out to my nigga Cabby too. Cabby, him and Payback. But listen, the kids got to know that when you deal with royalties, you have mechanical royalties, you have residual royalties, overseas royalties. When they play your shit on TV, you know what I'm saying? When they play it on the radio, when they play it, you know what I'm saying? So say if you get $100, right? Just let's say that hypothetically, you get $100. The sample money might be $60 that you got to give to that sample to pay that sample off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Or like now, even though it's produced by you or you did the beat by it, they still got to get their royalties. Like, so even though you're getting 50% of the record that you're supposed to be as royalty for like the beat or the producing part of it, and then there's a lyrically part or whatever, and then say you owned half your royalties might be owned by the label. You're publishing. You're publishing. You know what I mean? So you're publishing. So then the people that did that track already have a publishing deal, so they're going to make sure that they get theirs because theirs could be already paid off, or it could be the label still owns it, the publishing. So say you're on Priority Records like Boo is, and that record was done by Universal. You know what I mean? And Universal owns that rights to that record, so they're going to come after you because you didn't get it sampled because that's on Priority Records. You know what I mean? So they want to make sure that Universal gets their credit for it because they want to be top dog. Everyone wants to be top dog. If that record hits Billboard charts #1 and they didn't pay the royalties for it, like James Brown was getting royalties for MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Even though someone produced it.
Let me land. Rick James was getting royalties. He got a bunch of money for that Can't Touch This.
Yep.
That Can't Touch This. Man, Hammer said he bought it. He said he bought Rick James. Rick James could have bought 3 houses off the money he got off that Can't Touch This.
What? Yep. 3 houses?
Yeah. So,
3 houses?
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
It was a sample.
Yeah, they had to get it clear.
Think about it. If he sold 10, 20 million copies, Rick James got paid because it's his music.
Yeah,
you're right.
And
so that people got to take in consideration.
Yep, because it wasn't like he just decided to create it like that. He used samples from other people. You know what I mean? Even the only way you could get away with like certain samples back in the days was like how Public Enemy chopped it up, where it was very like 14 different samples to make that one loop.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So you're not going to be able to get 14 different albums to take royalty for that. You know what I mean? But if you got a clear loop or something, or like, like Dr. Dre had a lot of clear loops from some old funk records. You know what I mean? And he had to get that paid for to get cleared. And that's why he gets paid. That's why he was getting paid $500,000 for a song to do it, because he had to pay out royalties just to get them that money too.
Hey, let me land. Let me tell you a story. It's funny you say that. Let me land. I was in the studio with Dre. We was doing Chronic 2000 2001 with Hitman. I'm in there with Hitman, Nocturnal, Big D from LA Confidential. And Dre played this thing from, he was like, look at this, boo. It was a thing from, it was just a sound. It was a big ass sound from the movie. You know when you go in the movie theater and it goes, whoa.
Yeah.
He had that. And he had to pay for that.
Yeah, because it's a known sound.
That sound. The dome,
because it was one known thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, if, you know, like, why do you don't hear the wedding? You know, remember you usually hear, here comes the bride, all dressed in white. They don't even do that anymore because the person that owned that song made it so they weren't getting no royalties. So they told them that if you play that song, it's illegal to play that song now.
Damn.
You remember that? They never got paid for that song. So the family sued.
It's crazy. The kids don't understand.
They think royalties. But you know, am I right though? You never hear that shit anymore. Like even in movies, they will never play that in a movie.
They never do it.
Yeah.
See, they think because like a Sir Jinx produced all these records that he's getting all this money, but samples had to be paid. If a lot of people sell their publishing, like
how much publishing he might have not had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he could have, at that time, his publishing could have been half.
The thing I want to ask y'all a question, I want somebody to jump on this. I want y'all to jump on this. I'm going to ask you a question. Anybody can take it. Do you think Sir Jinx is out of pocket for going back suing Cube? Because I know him, but I don't know their business or their money relationship. Do you think he's wrong for going back and suing Cube? Or do you think, because Cube got all this money, and I had a discussion with somebody, they were saying, well, Cube got millions, but Cube got some of the millions from the movie.
Yeah, but it's not from the records. So
you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily.
I don't think Jinx. You know, there's two different stories for this. There's two sides of the story, so we don't know which side's what and what's real. But all I know is that if he has a real case for it, then he's obligated for to do it. Yeah. But if he's not, then it's
we gonna like find out too.
Yeah. If it's not, then that's what it is. But if they go back and look at the books, maybe it might not be as much money as he thinks, because sometimes people look at the money that Cube got. It don't matter what he got. You know what I mean? I don't care if I got $10 and my friend got 100 million. He's got 100 million. I still got $10. You know what I mean? And me and him are still friends. And as long as we're equal as friends, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll spend that $10 just if we were out to eat, just because I don't want him to look like I'm coming there to take money from him. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, let me land one time.
What it is.
Go ahead, land, Bandana.
Yeah. Let me land one time, man. And like you said, man, it depends on where he's at in life. And if it's owed to him, then I understand that. But on the flip side is, before you do that, you do better sitting down with that man, because that man might have an opportunity that little money you chasing, he might give you an opportunity to quadruple that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's one of them things to where you just gotta but here we don't know the relationship. Now, if he haven't been answering the man calls and it's been a big distance, then he feel like that's the only way. Like, okay, well, look, I'm owed this. He might be going through something at this point in his life, and that little money can help him get to the next level. So we can't never say it's
knock
wrong
him down.
You can't say it's wrong to get what's yours. See, that in this hip hop thing, a lot of people put their opinion towards things and say, oh, well, he wrong for this, or no, listen, if anything is owed to anybody, he has a right to get what's owed to him if he worked for it, right? This is the American way. This is the American way. So, people coming from the streets, they don't understand that, because that's a business side. See, in the streets, we only know how to do business one way. That's hand-to-hand combat, right?
Yeah, or take.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So
that means hand-to-hand combat to fight off.
Yeah, hand-to-hand combat. That means I got something you want, you give me the money, I give you this, and I'm going my way and you going yours, right? But this is business. So when you got contractual business and publishing and all that, if it's owed to him, we can't knock him. But as black men, I would rather see people sit at the table, because the world see us getting at each other all day over little bitty misunderstandings, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Friendships are getting severed. 30-year friendships is severed over what? A few dollars?
Yeah.
You feel me? A few dollars? It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A few dollars ain't worth severing a relationship. But there again, we don't know where he's at in life and what's his circumstances.
Yeah.
Everything comes with circumstances. You got kids, a wife, a family, and you got these bills, but you got some money sitting over here that could really help make everything easy. Do you let it sit over there, or do you go get it?
Yeah, either you cash the check or you don't. Let me land about this though. Back in the days, being in the hip hop community, like you're saying, contracts were way different in the 80s than they are now.
Yes.
Okay. And people are making more money as an artist nowadays than they were back then. So you don't know what the rate is. Okay. What the rate of the money exchange was back then.
Gotcha.
Second, then you got to calculate the value of what it was and then what it would be now. You get what I'm saying? Because say the economy was different. So when they were selling stuff, say $1 back then could have been $10 now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying of how much it costs to spend something. So if like a candy bar was like a quarter or a nickel, you know, back in the days, like in the 70s, I remember paying 10 cents for a candy bar. You know, and then in the 80s, it became 25 cents. So now a candy bar now is $1.29.
Yeah. Hey, fellas, let me land on this, fellas. Listen, I love y'all. Make great points y'all made. We're gonna pay some bills right now. We're gonna go to a quick intermission. We got Bandana the Ragg, my nigga Fido.
Say that, man.
Hey, what up?
We love everybody. We love Jinx Suing them.
Gonna
go to a break, make some bills. Let Me Land TV podcast, man. I got Fido, Bandana the Ragg, man. We get some real shit. When we come back, we're gonna switch the wheels. We'll end off the Jinx and Cube thing, and we're gonna talk about Kwame Brown's situation. The young kid that played was the first round draft pick by Michael Jordan. He played for the Lakers. He played for the Wizards. He played. We're gonna talk about that because that's a big topic. And I've seen some things that we gotta expound on, and I want to talk about coming from a sports, with basketball and that angle. But we're gonna go pay some bills right now. But we'll be back with the Kwame Brown thing. This is Kapone, Let Me Land podcast. My nigga Fido, Bandana the Ragg. We'll be back, y'all. We'll be back. We're gonna pay some bills. Take a quick intermission. Good job.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So what do we got to link back up on the hook?